So it appears that some of you guys are having trouble with graphing. So we're going to go through the step-by-step process on how to make sure that you guys are okay on the next quiz that's coming up. Okay, so first things first, when you guys are looking at your equation, you're not allowed to have anything next to the x. So we have to factor that out. So we're going to divide everything by 1/3. So that's going to give us a new equation, y equals 2 sine. The 1/3 now comes out, and then over here the 1/3s cancel, so they're gone, so now I just have x. And then over here we have pi divided by 1/3 ends up being 3 pi. So to make this process as easy as possible, we're going to go one step at a time. And the first thing I want you guys to identify is the middle of the graph. A normal sine graph, and I'll just draw a little sketch right here. A normal sine graph starts at 0 and looks like that. Okay? But now you guys are going to be moving the middle. So you're shifting everything, and that -2 means you're shifting the middle down 2. So now instead of starting here, it's going to start down 2. It's going to be the same exact shape, but the middle now has shifted down. Alright, so let me delete this now. Okay, so our y shift changes the middle of the graph. In this case, it's -2. So our new middle is at -2. And I'm going to put a dotted line across the board that shows where that new middle is. The second thing that we are going to address is the amplitude. Okay, which number represents the amplitude? We got it. It's that 2 right next to the sign. Okay, so our amplitude now is 2, which means from our middle, we're going to go up 2 and down 2. So here's our middle, we're at -2. We're going to go up 2, so now the new height of this thing is at 0. Dotted line across there. And then from the middle, if I go down 2, puts me at -4. That's the new base of the graph. Okay, the third thing we are going to locate is we are going to find a new starting point. The starting point is the x shift. Where on the x-axis, or the new middle, do we start? And if we look, we always look inside for the x, and that -3 pi is going to give us our x shift. Okay, so and remember, x is our opposite. So if you see -3 pi, that means we're going which direction 3 pi. We got it, we're going to go right 3 pi. So, let's say right here, we're going to call this 3 pi. Alright, now I need a total of 9 spots. So that last thing that we are going to do is fill out the other x values. So final x values. Nope. I don't know how to spell. Final x values. Okay? In order to put all those points down, we need 9 points total. So 3 pi is 1, and I'm going to need 8 more. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay? And to find those points, I need to know what I'm counting by. So that's where I'm going to look at my period. So now I need to know what I'm actually counting by. Okay? So that final x values and all that things, we need to know our counter. So let's go back up. What's going to help us find out that counter? Well, that 1/3 is going to help us find that counter. Okay, so a normal period for sine has a period of 2 pi. But now, like we just pointed out, I've got this x divider out here of 1/3. So I'm going to take that 2 pi and divide it by 1/3, and our new period is 6 pi. That's not what we count by, that's just the period. So now you guys have done this over and over and over again. So we'll do it one more time. We're going to make a box with 5 spots in there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. A normal period would start at 0 and go to 6 pi. If I cut that in half, that becomes 3 pi. And if I cut that in half again, it becomes 3 pi over 2. This 3 pi over 2 is our counter. That's what we're going to go up by each time. So just to finish this graph out, we're going to start with 3 pi, and we're going to keep adding 3 pi over 2 to it. Well, the first one, I'm starting at 3 pi. I'm going to add 3 pi over 2. So if I need the common denominator, I'd have to multiply this denominator by 2, which would change the 3 pi to 6 pi. Now if you add them, you get 9 pi over 2. Add another 3 pi over 2, you would get 12 pi over 2. Then 15 pi over 2. If you notice, we're just going up by the numerator 3 pi, and the denominator 2 is staying the same. 18 pi over 2. 21 pi over 2. 24 pi over 2. 27 pi over 2. And 30 pi over 2. Okay, almost done. Of course you have to reduce these. So we're not going to do 12 pi over 2. That's going to be 6 pi. 18 pi over 2 is going to be 9 pi. 24 pi over 2 is 12 pi. And then last but not least, 30 pi over 2 becomes 15 pi. Alright, we have everything set up. Now it's just time to do our final graph. A normal sine starts at 0, or the middle of the graph. And then normal sine would go up from there. Well, since we don't have a reflection here, I am going to go up. So that means that I go up, middle, down, middle, up. And just keep bouncing between the two. And then you guys get to play your favorite game. Connect the dots. Okay, if you guys have any more questions, make sure you come in because you're going to have a quiz coming up soon. All right, good luck.